I think I'll just chill out today. I'm gonna play some my usual games.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still setting up a co-op with Aria to play River City Girls, the first River City Girls, and then I think she wanted to do a run with Arian and Ruby. But I'm down to do like a Kuno Ricky run at some point. Maybe run the Dragon Twins.
I wish you could increase the volume on Discord. Let me fix it on my end.
Was my mic low again?
Yeah,
Shit, this thing keeps resetting. I think that's the problem. Is this better?
yeah. Let me get into the game first. Let me see.
Actually, let me make sure I even have the right mic. How's this? Is this better?
A little bit better. Let me turn down the game a little bit.
Okay. How's this? Is this better? I kind of hear myself. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute your stream so that it's not echoing on my end.
All right, cool. Are you like the only person playing it?
Yeah, literally. Like I went in, and the guy even said it to me. Like, you're the only guy that can't actually came in and play the game. Which I'm like, well, to be fair, I mean, this is a fighting game tournament. I don't think anybody's really that interested in playing Double Dragon. Like, they had like the cabinet, the classic Double Dragon cabinet, that they're trying to sell. Like, it was just this cross promotion thing. Like, the cabinet for Revive was just a like I asked them if they plan on like selling that cabinet or if they're making more of those cabinets, and he just said it was a cross promotion thing. Um, so yeah, the main reason that was there is to kind of sell their
Ah, okay.
Double Dragon cabinet that they're trying to sell. But I'm like, yeah, I don't really expect anybody who's like here to watch Grand Blue and like all these other tournaments to
I wanted to
really.
go just to play it, man.
I know. Yeah, like we would have been the only ones there playing it, to be honest.
I
Like,
would have just played it the whole time.
yeah, I definitely spent more time playing it because I'm not really into Arc Six fighting games in general. So I just, I kind
I'm
of
not
peeped the
anymore.
tournament.
No.
Yeah, I kind of peeped the tournament. I did check out. They had like a little section for hitboxes and stuff. I'm kind of considering getting one, but yeah, other than that, I was just playing the game. I even tried out their classic Double Dragon cabinet. I'll be honest, it wasn't really that good. It's kind of just like an arcade one-up, but like taller, a little more sturdier, but not by much. Like it was kind of wiggly. It's like, yeah, I don't know about these. But I don't know if they sold the Revive cabinet, I'd buy that shit. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. My impressions. I'm right. I'm doing a kind of a bit of a write up on my
Oh,
impressions
good,
of the
good.
game and stuff, but I'm definitely gonna upload the gameplay videos. In fact, I'm gonna edit those tonight. Actually, um, I did a run with Jimmy and I did one with Billy. I couldn't get anybody to do co-op, so I said, ah, screw it. I'll do like a short because people were concerned about the game not having co-op for some reason, and I was like, nah, I don't think they're gonna do that. So I just did like a little short video just showing, hey, there's two players on screen. You don't have to worry about it. The guy told me it's gonna be up to four players, but I'm not sure about that because he didn't really seem to know much about the game itself. Like he was the iconic arcade guy. He was the guy just trying to sell the cabinet. Um, so yeah, the whole 4-player thing, take that with a grain of salt. That's what he told me. He said 4 players. I'm assuming that's what they told him. So I don't want to say that he's lying or anything, but just to kind of take it with a grain of salt, because that version, that demo did not allow for 4 players. It only allowed for 2. So I can only assume that the Arxis or whoever he was working with to get that cabinet set up told him that the game was eventually going to be 4 players. To be honest with you, I don't know about that. I really feel like the game's already chaotic enough with 2 players. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure about it. But yeah, the game doesn't have like a it doesn't have like a lot of verticality to the combat, which I don't think that's an issue, but it kind of shows like with like how weird the jump arc is. You'll see it in the gameplay videos when I post when I upload them. But like the jump arc in that game is like really strange. It's kind of floaty and weird, and then you just kind of drop to the ground. It's kind of it's like strange. It's one of those things where I kind of feel like the game just needs to ditch jumping in general. Like I don't really see much reason to use it outside of like slamming people on the ground to air grab, and that move isn't really that useful anyway. Like that could be like a command move, really, if they wanted to do that. Like even the input that like launches enemies in the air is actually there to anti-air.
How are the bosses? Are they just armor, or can you combo them?
You can combo them.
Good.
Yeah, they get armor. They get armor on certain moves, but you can break it with the special move, pretty much.
Oh, that sounds fun,
actually.
actually.
Yeah, in fact, they kind of prompt you to do that. Like it's kind of a. I kind of wish it was a little bit more dynamic, but it's kind of like a Simon Says thing, where it's like, okay, well, when they light up and do this, then use your special, kind of thing. But you could break them out with normal attacks too. Like if you combo them enough, it'll break their armor while they're trying to do the move. So yeah, it's not like super armor or anything like that, as far as at least as far as like the first set of enemies goes. Like even Obobo doesn't have like super armor or anything like that.
What's up, guys? If you want to ask him questions, go ahead. I didn't get to go because I'm still a little bit sick and just wasn't the right time. But he went.
Yeah, I'm
Apparently, he was the
actually
only one playing
looking.
it, so I'm a little bit salty. Things didn't work out on my end because I would have recorded a ton.
Yeah, I'm a little salty myself because I didn't have my capture. So I bought a capture card just in case, and it still didn't come in. So I'm a little mad about that. But I wouldn't have had the laptop to capture it anyway. And I'm not even sure if they would allow me to capture direct footage. He just, like I said, he just seemed very, very open to anything. I was just like, "Can I record?" He's like, "Yeah, you got a beat up channel. You can go
Well,
ahead and do
see,
it."
that was my apprehension towards going. Even if
Yeah.
things had worked out on my end, is like, you know, I'm in Bakersfield, so it's not that far from LA, but
Yeah.
still, it's an investment to go. I don't want to get there and be told, oh, you can't record.
Yeah. I figured if nothing else, I was just gonna record my phone, which I did. But yeah, he seemed like he might have been open to me doing direct records. So I was a little salty. I didn't have my capture card or anything set up. But I've been looking at. So what he told me is that they're taking that cabinet around wherever Arxis goes with their tourneys and shit. So I don't know if that means they'll be going to Evo, because if they are, then I'm definitely setting that up so that I can get like direct gameplay.
I would consider going just to play that.
What, Evo?
Yeah. Because I'm not really into fighting games anymore.
Yeah, the only reason I ever go to Evo is because, I mean, it's in my city, so it's easy for me to go. And then sometimes people will have some beat 'em ups there, some indie games and shit, especially in the indie alley. I think, yeah, last year I went there to show David Liu Deadly Metropolis. We let him play it. And I had a few people come in and play the game. But yeah, it's it's tough to sell beat 'em up anywhere, really.
Yeah.
We don't really have these events to do that with. And you know, stuff like GDC, like that, man. I considered going, but I was like, yeah, I'm not paying $360, bro. And then I was told, and I'm glad I was told this. Apparently, the 360 is just the basic, and you don't even get access to the fucking games. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm not paying $360 to not get access to anything. Like what? JD asked how different did the characters feel from each other. So you only got to play as Billy and Jimmy, and their differences are negligible. It's kind of they got their movesets are similar in the sense that like they got the same kind of mechanics and everything, but the moves are different. Like the properties and stuff are different. But I'm pretty sure with Marion and the ninja, I keep forgetting his fucking name. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be different, quite different from them. I think like all the basic stuff you're gonna have, like your air grab, your anti-air move, your back attack, that kind of stuff. That's gonna be consistent between all four characters, but I think like as far as like how their techniques work and everything, and like Jimmy hits harder and slower, so it's not like a TMNT thing where they all play the same. It's like they still have properties where like they're different. Jimmy hits harder but moves slower, and then his I think Billy's air slam's like more powerful than Jimmy's. So yeah, they have like some differences. Does it feel good to play, and am I hopeful? It does feel good to play. I do think it's a little slippery. Like if you want an idea of how it plays, think Shaolin Monks, but not as good. I think it could be as good as Shaolin Monks if they tweak the mechanics and stuff. But yeah, it's not terrible. Just don't get your hopes up. I was just gonna say, like, if this is how the game's gonna turn out to be, like the final game's gonna turn out, then don't get your hopes up. But I'm hoping like with some tweaks and stuff like that, like it'll be a solid game. The movement is like full 3D, so you're moving in all 8 directions. You're moving and attacking in all 8 directions. So it is a legit 3D game with a fixed camera sort of ordeal. Also, something that I think something that somebody else was wondering. You know, I think I was talking with somebody a few weeks ago. So those super moves that you see in the trailers and stuff, you don't get that cinematic when you're playing co-op. So it's not going to interrupt co-op. They just do the move. And I think that's kind of cool because it shows that like literally the cinematic is just camera work. You're still doing the exact same move and everything, but in one player the camera zooms in and it gives you all those angles and shit. Like Yeah, it's not like a separate cutscene or anything like that. It's like literally just the camera giving you different shots of what's already happening on screen. And then in co-op, you just see the super move zoomed out, and it doesn't interrupt the action at all. I'm kind of wondering if like they're gonna have an option to like just turn the cinematics off and just let it play out the way it does in co-op and in single player as well.
This is a pretty good run I'm on so far. I'm just listening to
Yeah.
you.
Dude, you're just cleaning house right now.
Thank you.
I'm struggling in this game with Hagar because you can't grab people in a corner.
Yeah, I think that's an
And
engine problem.
yeah, it's like it's just screwing me over so bad. I'm at a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm about to just keep playing Carlos because Hagar's not working for me right now. I be trying to do my moves and like half my moves don't work. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. No problem, Willie. I'm a little disappointed. I kind of wish that I had been able to get direct footage, but I mean, nobody's really covering this right now. Like, to be honest, like the guy was surprised the guy was surprised I wanted to play the game so much.
Yeah,
And
I
I
would
went
have.
over
He would have been shocked if I was there too. Like, yeah, I only came here to play this.
Yeah. I mean, they got the finals tomorrow still, but I'm not. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna fly out there again.
Yeah. I used to be big into fighting games, but after moving here and having like no hangout, I don't play games at all anymore. I'd rather play stuff I can just enjoy myself.
See any standout bad thing you felt from the gameplay? Just a slippery feel, honestly. Like if you punch in the wrong direction, you're gonna miss. Man, I don't mean like in the opposite direction. I mean like if you're a pixel off, you're gonna miss. It's kind of a pain. Which, you know, I don't know. I don't play a lot of character action games, so maybe the character action game guys are a little bit more happier about that. But there's like, yeah, I'd be fine with it if it was a little tighter in the gameplay, where like if I do swing in a certain direction, like there's not a possibility that I'm swinging like in between the direction that I thought I was gonna punch. Like if it would tighten up a little bit like that, like I can't like not bring up Shaolin Monks when I talk about this because they got it right in that instance. Yeah, the slippery feel is where things kind of feel a little bit off. Like, and there's like a lot of interactive stuff. So like, you'll have a motorcycle that you can like vault over, and it doesn't attack. Well, this slippery part comes in because like there'll be an enemy standing right there, right next to the motorcycle, and you're supposed to hit him with the attack, but because you were facing the wrong direction, like by like I don't know, a pixel or something, you completely missed the guy with the scripted vaulting attack. So I'm like, yeah, they gotta tighten up on that. They gotta like adjust the hit detection and stuff like that. That's I think that's my biggest complaint, to be honest. That and just the odd lack of verticality, which I don't think the game needs it, but it just feels weird to have like the ability to launch enemies in the air, and you can't really do much but do one jump kick and a slam. Like they don't have to like go crazy with it. I just think like I should be able to like at least do a few attacks in the air and maybe string it into my my air grab. You know, just for the sake of just having that there. Like I understand they probably want to keep it a little more grounded, but yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's kind of jarring to me. They should have gone 3D. Yeah, I mean I don't mind it. I think I do want to see more I do want to see more 3D brawlers. And, you know, we can't just have Sifu carrying a torch here. Like, I think we need some more really good 3D beat 'em ups. Defensive options. So they have. I didn't really get into. I'm terrible with defense options myself. But you do have the ability to block. You do have a dash forward and back. I think you can roll up and down. I didn't really try it. But yeah, you have like a whole defense button. So it's well you have two buttons. You have the dash, which will dash forward and back, and I think upwards and down. And then you have the block button. Me personally, I would have probably put that on one button. But they have it on. They have two separate buttons on that. And then of course you got the Mega Crash. So there's that. Actually, you know what? So I think that is a standout thing that's kind of, and this is just my personal gripe. I don't really like having a crap ton of buttons. So they have two attack buttons, right? The light and heavy. Then they got the Mega Crash button, and then the jump button, and then on the triggers, they have a trigger for grabbing, and then for the bumpers they have. The bumpers is the defense stuff, and I think L is to interact with stuff. I'm not sure. I don't fully recall. I'm gonna have to look at my video and see it. That's my own personal gripe. I would have like reduced some of this stuff. I would have allowed for like a walk-up grab instead, even if it's like during stun, like the classic Double Dragon. Because right now, like the way grab works is you'll grab them, and it'll be like a beat 'em up grab, but you can walk around with them, like you can hold them. It's like a Hagar kind of grab. And I don't know, with stuff like that, I typically like to just have the walk up grab for that, as opposed to a grab function. To me, if you're gonna have a grab function, like, and this is again, this is a personal thing, is a thing that I put in Devil Metropolis, like if you're gonna have a grab button, like that grabs enemies and stuff, I think it should like have auto functions. Even if it's stuff that you can cancel into other things, like I'd rather have it like that rather than like grab and then you grabbed them and now you have to press attack, and it's just this extra step that you wouldn't need if you just had the walk up grab. You know, like it just feels weird to me, and you can't cancel your combo into a grab. That's something that, like, okay, if you're gonna have a grab button, you especially need to do that. At least in my opinion. Yeah, honestly, looking at the game up close and like actually on a proper screen, like, yeah, the videos don't do the game a lot of justice. Granted, it's still not like the most gorgeous thing on earth or anything like that, but like it looks better in motion. Just seeing it and actually playing it. Man, I do like the design. I'd like the designs for the characters. The enemies, I really feel like they could have done more with the designs. Especially Abobo. Like, I don't understand why they made Abobo look so plain when we had multiple designs that made him look like much cooler than just a bald guy with no shirt on. It's like he's just super strong Donovan.
I mean, Donovan can anti-air, asteroid from Earth, from the sky. So I think being a stronger Donovan is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, what was like the next evolution of Donovan? This is all lore. It's all official lore, by the way. All official lore. Streets of Rage is like a prequel to Double Dragon, and after like the nuclear war or whatever, Donovan evolved into a Bobo. Now he's just a big guy that uppercuts and slaps the shit out of you, you know. Actually, no. Speaking of that, there's not. I mean, I didn't come across this, but there's no enemies that like have anti-air. Like they will not knock you out of the air. Like you can jump kick most of them.
Yeah, that was a
But the
decent run. Kind of fell apart at the end there.
yeah, Eddie is always where everything falls apart. I was told specifically that that was put in for padding because of the demo.
Oh, it's not going to be
Him
like that
having
in the full game.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna have that much health.
Well, the fact that I can no miss there is pretty good.
I get screwed when I'm playing Hagar because he goes in the corner and then I can't do shit. Like I literally just can't do shit against him. He's just gonna grab me. It's just like, ugh. If they can find some way to fix that bug, like I'll play Hagar more. But like the grappler characters are suffering right now. I remember some sort of interactable stage stuff being shown. Yeah, so there's a lot of interactive stuff actually. It's actually pretty cool. That's where I was like, I really don't think this game needs a lot of like verticality because there's a lot of grounded stuff. But at the same time, they need to pick a direction basically because
Yeah,
right
I can see
now
that.
it's like yeah, it's like it's in the middle. It's like not really doing anything. Like you got a lot of stuff that kind of hints at, oh, this could be a grounded game. They could be doing all kinds of crazy stuff here. Like you have uh you have like a basic stomp when enemies are on the ground. And I'm like, dude, this is a double dragon. I should be like jumping and stomping on them. I should be mounting and punching them in the face. Like, come on, dude, you got this game in 3D. And you guys make wrestling games. You can't tell me you don't already have something in the framework to do all this stuff. I wish the developers weren't there. It was just the guy that was doing the cabinet. I really wish I could like talk to the developers like, yo, listen, you guys are like wrestling game makers. There's no way you're gonna tell me like you can't give me all the crazy stuff you put in these wrestling games. But yeah, there's like a lot of interactive stuff. Like you can throw people into things. Uh, Specifically, the heavy attack knocks people into the background. Um, that's literally what it's there for. I don't think it does anything else, to be honest with you. I think it actually just knocks people into the wall. Um, I think it's like a secondary function for it, but like, yeah, that's pretty much what heavy attack does. And once you knock enemies into things, like if you toss them into the basketball hoop, which is like probably the only use for the launcher mechanic, or you knock them into a fence, or you knock them into a trash, or you throw them into the fridge or something, they just die. Like they have full health in there, everything, they just die. So they're really leaning on the interactive stuff. Um, I think yeah, you can wall jump off of certain things, and that'll give you like uh the stuff you seen in the trailer where they're coming down with the super punch. Um, and you can swing off sides and stuff like that. Yeah, they're trying to do like a lot of the crazy stuff, and I this is where I kind of feel like it's lacking direction because you get all this stuff, but then like um then there's stuff like the super move where it's like it's completely separate from everything else. You can't combo into the super move that much. Like you'd have to combo stop and then do the super move. So it's like it's just a separate thing that's just there, kind of like. And it's like, yeah, it looks cool, but I don't have any like practicality on it outside of like it just does a crap ton of damage. So yeah, it's just they got to find some way to link this stuff together better. It's kind of nice comboing the enemies and knocking them into the wall, and they bounce off the wall, and you continue to combo there, you continue juggling them from there. Like I think if I get used to the controls well enough, I could probably one shot the boss with something like that. Because you get them in the air, they don't do anything. They don't burst out or nothing. Like once you're juggling them, you're juggling them. But it's just really hard to juggle because you're moving in full 3D. The weapons were pretty good too. They Billy and Jimmy have different combos with them. Um, they're not like super special or anything, but like they do a lot of damage. Um, they're probably too useful for the fact that like Roper keeps dropping bats. Like he drops him, he just every time you knock him down, he drops a bat and then spawns another one out of his butt. Like I don't know, he's just pulling it out of there somewhere. Um, Yeah, like he just keeps spawning bats. So considering that, like the weapons are a little bit too good if they're gonna keep doing that. You know what? It actually it's funny. It kind of reminds me of Streetwise because Streetwise does that. Like they got these guys that keep pulling knives, and it just gives you weapons that you can just keep killing multiple enemies with knives. So yeah, it's the weapons might be a bit too powerful in that aspect, but they do break. So there's that. Speaking of which, you're playing Gaiden.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my my cheat engine table.
Oh yeah.
Well, not mine, but Diplomat's.
Oh yeah, Diplo. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I hope they. I really hope they do an update where they just kind of let us fly the enemy health even higher. Yeah, that was the only thing that turned Diplo off of this game is that the enemies die so fast you can't really do
I don't like how they
assault.
burst out of combos. Really bothers me.
Yeah, I think they changed that a bit in the update, but it's not by much. You're just able to catch them a little bit more when they do burst out. Like they're not. I don't think they're invincible anymore when they burst out. I think they burst out and they're not invincible anymore. So you can catch them at least. But yeah, it's funny because I was playing Revive and it just made me think, yeah, I kind of want to go back and play Gaiden now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the tag position, but I don't know if I have it on my computer anymore.
Shit.
Let me see here.
It's funny. Somebody on YouTube asked me. I think it was a video, a little short video that I put out for River City Girls. So I think they did little Billy and Jimmy trailers or something. So I just put them up on there some shorts. And somebody's asking like, well, what is better? Is what's better, Gaiden or River City Girls? And I'm like, I don't even think they're comparable. Like they're just two different games entirely. Like if you want an arcade thing, you're gonna want to play Gaiden. If you want something slower paced, well, not slower paced in the combat, but like slower paced and like it's gonna take you 4 hours to beat the game, then you probably want to pick up River City Girls. Like it's just two separate philosophy of game design. Funny though, because I was having so much fun playing Billy and Jimmy and River City Girls though.
All right, well,
the dodgeball. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it doesn't seem to work, so I guess we'll do something else. It's not that. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on.
Play the Phantom. This is where I get banned from the stream forever. First time suggesting the Phantom. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so the dodgeball game. Saw somebody ukes, I think. But yeah, dodgeball game. I honestly, I don't really know what to think of it. The first thing I thought was, this would have been a perfect tie-in opportunity to use Gaiden's engine and sprites to make the dodgeball game. Since they have DLC coming out for Gaiden, like we're getting like 8 characters for Gaiden. That would have been a perfect tie-in to do that. But I don't know. Honestly, I think it's kind of a little cool bonus. That's all it is a little bonus. So I like playing dodgeball. So dodgeball, Dragon Ball here, Dragon Ball. Double Dragon characters, I'm cool with. I got Dragon Ball in the brain as well, unfortunately. I haven't heard any news on Russian Beat X. Nothing. Zip nada. Like, nothing. I did hit them up a couple of times, and they did say, like, whenever they come out to the USA, they'll let me know. But I haven't heard anything. It's frustrating because I know if they come out here, it's gonna be at some event that's on the east side, and I'm gonna have to go on a very anxiety-inducing flight to said east side and back to play this game, like I had to do with Streets 4. But yeah, I am bugging the ear. Hopefully we do hear something soon, because that game I'm definitely looking forward to. And honestly, after playing Revive, like I'm kind of happy, man. I'm a little satisfied. Like I know right now I want Revive to be better. I do want them to improve it and tweak it a lot, and maybe add a little bit more to the mechanics, because just having one stomp is not really doing it to me. Like, that's the other thing. So the interactions that you get in that game, it's not just jumping off of things, it's not just parkouring off of things, or even throwing people into stuff. If you have an enemy near a wall and you use a heavy attack, you have a special animation for it. So it's really like Def Jam in that regard. Def Jam or Yakuza or something like that. Like I didn't test this, and when I did. So yeah, I ended up doing co-op one time because what random guy just popped up and wanted to play, and I convinced him to play co-op, and I should have recorded it at the time, but I didn't think to record this. I record my other runs, but I think when you do those moves, you get like a little cinematic with that. I don't think that happens in co-op, so it's not good. Like yeah, if you guys are worried about like the cinematic stuff interrupting you in co-op, that's not a thing. It just plays the animation out with the camera still zoomed out and everything. The only difference in one player is that you get the cinematic zoom in, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool to me that like nothing changes. They don't change the angle. They don't move the model somewhere else. They don't do any of that stuff. It's just angles of where you're already standing. I did run into a bit of a bug. It wasn't during my recorded run, where like because of that the camera went behind a wall. So if they can find a way to fix that, they gotta find a way to fix that. Team attacks, no. The guy I was playing with was just mashing buttons, so we didn't really get to try anything. But I didn't see anything in the tutorial for team attacks. So if there are team attacks, it's probably some hidden stuff. But I don't think there is any. That is something I would probably suggest to them though. But yeah, the fact that Ukes have done wrestling games in the past gives me hope that they are going to add more stuff as far as mechanics go. Because I mean, come on, man, we got Def Jam from wrestling games. In fact, no, I probably won't say that. I don't think Urban Reign is inspired by wrestling mechanics by any means, but Urban Reign is pretty much the cream of the crop when it comes down to that kind of stuff. When it comes down to like 3D beat 'em ups, like Urban Reign is kind of like the cream of the crop when it comes down to like mechanics and stuff. That's the kind of stuff I want to see in Double Dragon. It has to be like on the level of Urban Reign, but like, come on, you're right here. You got it in your hands. It's kind of killing me that we're not seeing anything but the Street Red game. Yeah, Urban Reign. Even though so I'm gonna say something very controversial here. I like Streetwise better than I like Urban Reign.
Urban Reign, somebody did a combat overview for it, and basically
Yeah.
pointed out all the flaws, how the AI basically input reads constantly.
It's a tough game.
It's not that it's tough for the wrong reasons. It's a good game,
Yeah.
but I played through that game at launch, like day one.
Yeah.
Eventually, they
Yeah.
just input read and matrix dodge everything.
Yeah. I think so. I do think that's why I kind of like Streetwise a bit more. But the other reason why I like Streetwise a little bit more is because it does a very good job at like the iframes on throws and also being able to multi-punch in every direction very quickly. Which I think the only other game that I've come across that does it on that level was like Shaolin Monks, or even I know Power Stone's not a beat 'em up, but Power Stone does it. So Capcom seems to have that down with that game. But they're all fun. It's just, Urban Reign, you got to be on one if you're going to be playing that game. you got to be on one if you're going to play that game. Yeah, Godhand's pretty dope too. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to do like a remaster of it.
Please.
Yeah, I would love to see that happen. Really, I want to remaster Mad World, but we're never getting that. Ever. I got blocks for asking for it. We're never getting that. I'm hearing some kind of rumors about Beautiful Joe being the next thing that they update, but I want.
Yeah, power flats because that's the only thing he can do. It's worse than like Ninja Gaiden on Master Ninja. It's just like, all those cool moves you have. Too bad they're useless.
Yeah, very much. That's the only problem with some of these games. The combat is like insane, and it's great. But then you get kind of boiled down to just using the same move. Yeah, I do hope Capcom utilizes the clovers as much as they can. Did you end up playing the Like a Dragon Pirates?
Oh yeah, I beat it before I left for vacation.
Oh, okay. What did you think of it? Was it pretty good?
I enjoyed it, but the mods definitely make it a lot better. So it's kind of like DMC5 on console. It's okay. On PC, it's like 10 times better.
Right.
I'll definitely go back to when it gets more gameplay mods.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what were we talking about when the ads popped up, Power Flow? I don't mind repeating it. What game is this?
Corrupt.
Oh, this game is that game that plays like it plays like Killer Instinct, doesn't it?
It's kind of like Battle for the Grid, actually.
Oh, is that a different game I'm thinking about? game looks pretty sick.
I will strike you down. Aura spark. Aura spark. Aura spark.
Got a black guy doing combos. I think that was worth $10.
This was only $10.
It was on sale, yeah. During the sale.
Light never dies.
A black man doing Virgil combos. I mean, where do I sign?
Right.
That's all I need.
Oh, the thing about is it his name's not Alex? Is it the guy Urban Reign's name? That name is not Alex. I don't think. Or maybe you're talking about a different character. Yeah, the main guy of Urban Reign is Brad Hawk. Brad Hawk. But yeah, I think we were just basically saying that, like, yeah, with a lot of these really tougher beat 'em ups, it kind of boils down to doing one overpowered move.
Omega rush. Omega rush. Omega rush.
Did a pretty nice write up for City of Rampage. I didn't really hear back from the developer on that, but hopefully you read it. 'Cause I do think the game has a lot of potential. If he fine tunes it right, maybe add some better high-low stuff, among other things that I mentioned. I think it could be a 2D Sifu. Oh, okay, so you're talking about a specific character. I often forget, and I don't know how that Urban Reign lets you play as like all the enemy characters. Like I literally just forget. I don't really think about the versus mode or anything like that, or any of the bonus modes.
Aura spark. Omega rush.
Is there okay? So is there a mod for Urban Reign that like unlocks the co-op by default?
I think so.
I gotta find that mod. So I always thought the co-op being hidden in a code was kind of dumb. It could at least been an unlock. Something. What did I think of keyboard? I have to play it again because. So the demo I played at keyboard, I didn't really like it that much, but I did think it had some kind of potential. I don't know how much different the game is, or how far the game has come since I played it. I played that had to been like probably either early last year or like damn near 2 years ago. I like the premise of it. I just don't really. I mean, I don't really like the. I don't like the design of like the main character. It's very generic. Everything else in the game's kind of generic looking. I'm like, man, come on! You got a cyborg guy that can steal other people's moves. So you guys gotta put some fucking stank on the design. You gotta do something. Like, come on! You got Ninja Gaiden where Ryu Hayabusa is wearing GIMP clothes. Come on! You guys gotta do better. I can't have regular bald guy with a cyber arm. Like, come on. What are we doing right now? Yeah, yeah. I'm always focused on like the story mode and stuff. Speaking of ally stuff, I think what was it? Beat Down Fist of Vengeance. That game's silly, but it's like it's weirdly like, man, if this some of these games, if they have come out nowadays where you could patch them and fix some stuff, they would actually be pretty solid. Like I wasn't expecting when I played when I played Beatdown, I wasn't expecting it to be like I was expecting it to be horrible. And I'm like, no, this is actually fun, but it's weird because like the fights function like a fighting game. It's like a badly made 3D fighting game when you get to like fight in certain fights.
Yo, this game is awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty sick. Is this like the full game?
Yeah. It's made by black creators, from what I understand.
Yeah, that I do remember.
And I wasn't expecting it to have this much sauce. I'm having fun.
I like the concept behind it too. Like the characters look all pretty cool. I gotta stop being so noobish at fighting games, so I can at least cover.
Yeah, fighting games are a big reason why I have the channel. But when I moved here in 2011, you know, the arcades died and just didn't have a place to play anymore. And back then, netcode was really bad, so I don't really play competitively anymore. But I like to mess around. Games like this are more my jam. Just crazy combos and stuff. I don't really care about balance and stuff anymore.
I remember once upon a time when Street Fighter 4 came out, I tried playing competitively, and like it got to a point where like well, at the time, you know, we were damn near homeless, so I was like, yeah, I try to focus on. I try to get good at playing games with all this crap that was going on. So yeah, that kind of went down the drain. But I remember, I just remember when it first came to console. I think I had like Sakura, and I picked Sakura. I was just getting wrecked by everybody playing Scott. I was like, what is this game? Did I ever play Redeemer? I might have. That might be a game that just kind of... I played it once and then I was like, nah. There's some games that has happened with. I think Wolverblade is one of them. I want to go back and play because I feel like I just didn't have the patience for it back when I did play it.
Yo, is this the coolest black fighting game character? I think so.
Definitely looks like it.
He's crawling up the lists already.
Yeah, Redeemer does sound familiar. It had like an old dude, right? Actually, I like to call that guy Old Man Burley. From what I remember of Wolverblade, it felt kind of weird to play. Like I hate when people use this term, but it actually legitimately felt like a Flash game.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it was just one of those like, yeah, this actually feels like a Flash game. It kind of feels like Castle Crashers without the Charmer Castle Crashers. Then you kind of had this weird, like, you had a weird transformation thing going on in that game too. And I was like, I don't really see the purpose of the transformation. It just kind of seemed like they were trying to combine Golden Axe and Ultra Beast for some reason. I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna have a transformation like that, you gotta make it a huge part of the combat in some kind of way. But I don't think it's terrible. It's just among all the other games that I was playing at the time, like, yeah, it was not catching my interest. Yo, we need to get these developers real quick. We need to snag the developers up real quick and tell them, hey, we need you to make a beat 'em up. Take that exact same combat right there. Make a beat 'em up.
It doesn't seem to have done very well because, there's no one playing it. It has rollback, but they had like no arcade mode at launch. I'm not making this up. They didn't have an arcade mode, so you just couldn't play it unless you had, a local scene or something. I would totally bring that to our meetups if we still had them. I think people would be down to play that game, but it was like $25 with rollback, but no players, and then no single player. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard sell, unfortunately.
Definitely, I learned from Capcom. Capcom.
It's a good training mode game, though. That's all I really wanted.
Yeah. I would be interested in them doing some kind of beat 'em up or action game. They seem like they have certain things down pretty good. But yeah, releasing with no arcade mode is terrible idea. Is Street Fighter 4 the best beat 'em up? The best 2D beat 'em up? No. Streets of Rage 4. So Streets of Rage 4, I think, raised the bar for modern beat 'em ups to some degree. Like I think Streets 4 should be like the I would say the mid tier level you want to shoot for if you're making a beat 'em up nowadays. Worst case scenario, I think you probably want to do Shredder's Revenge. Mainly because, like, even though it's not my type of game. There are people that really enjoy that game and that gameplay style. So
Knights of Valor 3 actually has a bigger moveset. In that game, they should re-release that game because it's already pretty modernized with, like, having moves to unlock and gear and stuff.
Yeah.
They should re-release that game. I hope that they will. Because it actually does have, like, more moves. Everybody can run. There's backstep cancels.
It's funny.
That game is legit. We gotta play that more on kitty sitting streams, but I've just got a big backlog of stuff I keep rotating between. But yeah, that game is pretty damn good. Especially for modern trends, like, not just it being a one and done playthrough. Having, like, the loot and, like, unlockable movesets and secrets and stuff. And, like, being able to level up your character. I mean, it's a relatively recent game. It came out in 2011, so it's relatively modern. It's basically the last real arcade beat 'em up before Exa and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's funny that Power Flow brought up Denji Makai. So the guy that was the iconic arcade guy was asking me about beat 'em up stuff. He was really surprised when I was playing. Like, and I was like, I nearly one credited the classic Double Dragon, and he was trying to tell me how to do things. And I'm like, yeah, I know how to do 'em. I'm just gonna elbow my way all the way through though.
I don't know, Denjin Makai 2, I like that game, but the problem is all the bosses are in hyper armor, so the combo system feels pointless. Where have you heard that before? The game was ahead of its time.
Right.
They give you all this cool stuff, and then everything's just in armor. I don't vibe with it that much.
Right. Well, it's funny because like he was asking me about beat 'em ups, and like he slowly asked me the question, which beat 'em up? And I'm sitting there thinking in my head, oh, he's gonna ask me what beat 'em up what I want to see in an arcade cabinet or something, because that's what he's trying to sell. Uh, but he's like, what beat 'em up allows you to hit the other player outside of Double Dragon? And I'm like, you're not serious, right? I was like, that's like damn near every beat 'em up, every classic beat. I was like, oh no, what's happening right now? I think what he meant to say though. I think what he meant to say. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt here. Is that what other game allows you to fight each other at the end, like Double Dragon? Because yeah, not a lot of beat 'em ups actually do that. You do that in what Streets of Rage 1, and I think Poprium does that. I don't know a lot of games that have you fight each other at the end. I hope that's what he was talking about, not Friendly Fire. Because I'm like, bro, Friendly Fire's been in practically every beat 'em up. But yeah, it was such a weird question. I thought he was going to ask me like, what kind of arcade game would you like to see in these arcade machines that I'm making? Because I immediately would have said Ninja Makai. You get the rights to do that. I'll buy it. I'll actually buy
If
it.
I would have been there, I would have said Knights of Valor 3. Get it translated and make a home port of that with like a rollback. It would do pretty well.
Yeah, I guess sidebar, the Double Dragon cabinet that he had, that he's trying to sell, wasn't that good. And like I said, it was wobbly. But then on top of that, like this is the thing that kind of frustrates me about these cabinets, is that they always do the bare minimum when it comes to the emulation. It's like, dude, this is emulation. You could give me a version of Double Dragon that does not have a slowdown.
Seriously.
Like, if you're gonna try to sell arcade cabinets to people, like you need to like be on top of the fact that like, hey, we've fixed a lot of stuff, with emulation to make sure that this doesn't run like ass. I'm like, yo, why am I playing a arcade cabinet for Double Dragon made in 2025 and I'm still dealing with the slowdown? When even Daimu, with their port of Double Dragon, which was still pretty bad, they still fixed the lag and slowdown in both games. So yeah, that was just particularly weird to me. Like, I don't understand the whole trying to sell the arcade cabinet thing and not offering anywhere near as good as the original arcade cabinets. Yeah, I saw that homage. They also had a really bad 2D beat 'em up for the Warriors. That was like absolutely terrible. I don't understand how they have it.
じゃあ行くとしますか。
Oh, I didn't even know you could fight the other player at the end of it.
So I don't know if I should tell you guys this, but my mom bought Towerborn. That's how cool my mom is. She texted me the other day and said she bought it. I'm like, what? You bought Towerborn? So
Towerborn. Huh?
you guys may or may not squat up with my mom. We'll see. She's on the other side of the country, so... But, yeah, my mom bought a beat 'em up. Mom's been a hardcore gamer my whole life, so... She just doesn't really play a lot of the same stuff I do, but... I like Towerborn, it's just... you know, they were doing the wipe, so it's hard to justify playing it, but I did like 20 hours. I'll definitely be playing the full release. It's already on my schedule for next month. Yeah, I want to see more on that. I don't like how they revealed that with like barely any gameplay. It's probably a few months away minimum.
まだまだ負けん。
I don't know if I want it to be soon. Next month is, for me, PGR update. Update for this is soon. Towerborn on the 29th. Khazan is Monday. At some point in May is Lost Soul Aside. Pretty stacked couple months for action games. Like extremely stacked. Like a new game every month.
I'm never gonna catch up.
Huh?
Like ever. I said I'm never gonna catch up. Like never gonna catch up ever.
Yeah.
So the backlog.
Revive is in October, I think.
Yeah. October 23rd. Yeah, we got a specific release date for that. Nothing. Sorry, man. I am starting to doze off.
Oh, go ahead and go, man, if you want to. I think he answered more than enough questions. You're welcome to stay if you want, but no one's forcing you.
Oh, yeah, stick around. I'll look.
Yeah, go for it, man. Thanks for helping.
Hey, no problem. And if we want to play something tomorrow, we can do something tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be a little bit better. Today's been kind of a hard day for me, so.
Yeah, I kind of went to that event, like, having not gotten any sleep. So I'm like, yeah, I was completely out of it today. Hopefully, hopefully sleep schedule. So, yeah. Yeah, no problem, guys. We'll catch you guys later.
See you later. This run is pretty bad. I have like no synergies. I might flush this run. I'll give it a little longer.
もうこれさ守ります。影の遠兵剣山。参るぞ。
もっと楽しみましょう。
もうこれさ
足ボールで
お任せを。第六天魔降臨数。
さて、うん。
守ります。もうこれさ我が最中をお見せしよう。
総仕上げにかかりましょう。
これは。
もうこれさ
期待しておるぞ。
守ります。
ヤッホーもうこれさ
RNG, this run is really bad. I may not finish this run. Don't get too comfy. Might, tactical rage quit this run. This luck it's giving me is abysmal.
竜も飛ぶぞ。
Very tempted to rage quit. Not that I'm mad, but horrible luck isn't fun. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. Let's play something else. Horrible run. Horrible RNG. Should have had like double attack by that point. Let's just play something else. I've had a very difficult day with my mind, so I'm not looking to be frustrated today.
Visions of mana.
Well, that's right, I had mods for this. Hold on. Let me install the mods. Sorry I'm not talking, guys. I have to be honest. After the car accident, I've had a lot of struggles with my trauma. Like it keeps repeating, and I wonder why I survived and stuff. Um, it's definitely made me more anxious. Like just being inside cars is hard for me now. And then I got sick the moment I got back, so my voice is doing a little bit better, but mentally I'm not. So might just like not use the mic much sometimes, or if I feel frustrated with something, I'm not gonna keep going. I'm just gonna Alt F4 and play something else. So thanks to everyone for understanding. I've been through a lot the past few months, and my body's kind of telling me I need to rest. So may not be as hardcore for a while. I've also been run over by a car before, so
Visions of mana.
now I've got a lot of reopened trauma. I know it's not fun to hear about, but it's what I'm dealing with right now. So, like with Khazan, for instance, if I get frustrated, I probably won't keep going. I'll probably just take a break. And I appreciate you guys understanding.
Let's rest up.
Oh, look! Another duck.
Taking this.
Hey, welcome. What'll it be? Come again.
I really appreciate you guys. I don't have a lot of friends anymore. You guys have been very good to me, and I'm sorry I haven't been making as much stuff lately. It's just been really hard. But I'm looking to looking to make some stuff for Khazan. I played through the demo off stream and really liked it. The kiddies paid for it. The kiddies paid for Khazan, so we're playing that on Monday.
Karina, the wind conveyed the news. I would have you take this seed with you. It is...
Square Enix shut down the studio of this game the moment it came out.
Karina taking over. Go get him.
I got this.
Henshin. Hey, thank you, Renan. Thank you.
Karina, do you know if Ramco is fully grown? She hasn't grown much since we met. I don't think she's still a baby. Our village has appeared amazing times. Deep sacred beasts. Flying blue skies on their bright, white wings.
Will you give us a lift once you're big enough, Ramco?
She said no thanks. Oh, too bad. I kind of wanted a ride. Ramco says that she'll let you ride on her, Hina.
No fair. Activate. Thanks for the pick-me-up. Taking this.
Here they come.
Just what I need. Okay. Come at me.
We sure made quick work of them.
They changed the title so it's not clickbait because Din went to bed.
Got some syrup.
Gonna play some random stuff for a little bit and probably go to bed soon.
I'll take you all on. You're mine. Self-hit boomerang. Got it. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, a cliff.
Power of mana. Let's ride this whirlwind. I still can't believe it. We made it past the cliff.
Yep. It felt like we were
Definitely
dancing
runs,
together with the wind spirits.
better than the demo.
Coming from Mount Gala.
Only reason I didn't buy this game was because the demo kept stuttering.
Yes.
Stuttering constantly. I'm like, dude, I can't spend $60 if the demo is stuttering. But I guess they fixed it for the full game.
Take this! Easy! Next! Salamando! This should be the last of them. They weren't so tough. Got some syrup.
You guys want to hear about bad special editions? I think the special edition for this was like $10 to $20 more, and you only got to play it for 1 day early. Now, what kind of sense does that make? This is a JRPG. Like, how much is 1 day extra gonna even make a difference? I mean, I may not have a normal job outside of this, but like, my neighbor asks me if a new game's coming out if I want to take off. And if I had pre-ordered this, I would have said no. Like, what is 1 day going to make a difference in a game like this? I can't believe how much they charged. Actually, let me check. How much was it? But it was only 1 day, which is the biggest scam. Like, dude, I expect at least a weekend. Bare minimum. Are you gonna charge me extra to pay early and they only give me one day early? I was $20 to get 1 day early. Can you believe that? I don't know, man. It's like they're not even trying to put effort into getting more money out of the game. Here, we'll give you 1 day.
Fireball! Just what I need next! Take this! Come on! Just what I need!
Don't let it get away.
Got it! A Soul Guard's resolve never sways. This should let us proceed. Got some syrup. Whoa! Grizzly! Taking this? There's no coming back from a fall like that. Watch your step. Grizzly!
How do you think Shiryu is doing?
He was in shock, but I think he'll be okay. What do you think, Lena?
Me? I'm not even gonna bother thinking about that loser Shiryu anymore. I want to wish you target on the record. You didn't even get to see the time, really.
Thanks! Take this!
That's all of them. Right? I'll back you
I
up.
think we can use the vessel. Next! Easy! Take Yes!
We can take him on.
Fireball! You're mine! Easy! Appreciate it. They weren't so tough. Yes. Take this. Time to shine. Let's ride this whirlwind. Got some syrup.
Keep it together.
Let's rest up.